Because I could head there.
I should take my phone. I should take my phone. Should I just close on private? No.
No, you keep your phone. Just text me.
That would make no sense if they're right there.
Again, I'm just gonna be looking for a green car. A Subaru. Okay, I'll go down there. Oh, it's like a dark green.
Oh, that's great. You pulled up the Subaru?
Yeah, I pulled it up. It looks like more dark green.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's two.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Please move. No, we cannot just step aside and let you escape. This shot was not meant for you.
Excellent work, Mr. Brown. You've assisted in the capture of a dangerous fugitive.
Just doing my civic duty, sir.
Well, I trust that you will always remember this is the day that Captain Jack Sparrow almost escaped. Take him away.
Come on, nice juicy brownie boy. Come here, boy.
You keep doing that forever, the dog is never going to move.
Oh, excuse us if we've resolved ourselves to the gallows just yet.
He's better. We're ready for the false alarm. You can tell Peyton that.
Thanks for picking me up, by the way. The tires on the truck. Just the two mass we covered coming to get to school.
I don't believe it. That's that same truck. That lemon is still for...
Named after Glenn's grandfather. The little town sits on the shores of Lake Clark, 165 miles from Anchorage. And it serves as a secondary hub to reach the isolated villages in Alaska's southwest. Today's mission is a personal run, a food delivery for his cousin.
And you know, one of the critical pieces of freight were some glasses. There they are. Need to make sure we had those. I believe there's produce stuff for them as well.
Yeah, there's the fresh stuff. You're not going to grow that in Bigger Bay in the winter.
Things have to be flown in. You can't just run down to the grocery store when you need something.
Glenn's cousin lives just outside the tiny settlement of Pedro Bay on Lake Iliamna. It's Alaska's largest lake, but notorious for melting fast. Right now, temperatures are hovering and freezing. Once the lake thaws, no plane can land until it's totally ice-free in a month's time.
The ice is starting to melt now, and it's getting a little slushy. It's probably going to make landing planes on the ice more difficult today.
The hungry homesteader waiting for the delivery is Joel Jacko. He has lived in Pedro Bay with his wife, daughter, and dog Tracker for 10 years.
We kind of live off the land out here for the most part. We do subsidize it a little bit with groceries in town. You can't really grow a whole lot out here. You wouldn't get fresh stuff at all, basically, without aircraft.
For today's mission, Glenn is flying the 80-year-old Stinson 108.
When I'm flying wheels, it's my favorite aircraft for sure.
The Stinson is perfect for frozen lake landings. The tail dragger landing gear keeps its propeller high, away from snow and slush. Oversized low-pressure tires cushion its landing on chunks of ice and rock.
These big bush wheel tires lets you go into those rough places. I mean, you could have a boulder that's 12 inches high and you could roll right over it.
Glenn starts his day at 7:30 a.m. with a weather check.
The forecast right now is for it to stay pretty warm. Conditions will probably get worse and worse. I don't think they're going to get any better for a while.
The flight from Port Allsworth to Pedro Bay is only 30 miles. The route goes through the mountain passes of the Chigmit Range. Narrow gaps between the peaks funnel the wind into gusts of up to 50 miles per hour.
So Joel's place is right up in here, and the wind is coming from this direction, moving the same way as the curves are there right now. They can turn from a headwind into a tailwind all of a sudden. If suddenly you have a 15 or 20 knot wind shear, the plane is immediately done flying and it's going to fall out of the air.
The lightweight Stinson can struggle in strong winds. But Glenn is a third-generation bush pilot. His family have flown this route for almost 80 years.
So there's still a little bit of east wind in the air today. We'll climb a little bit before we head through the mountains so we're not getting bounced around.
Glenn throttles up to max to bring the plane to a takeoff speed of 73 miles per hour. And climbs toward the Chigmit Mountains.
We'll probably be up at about 2,500 feet.
10 minutes into the flight, as Glenn passes between 10,000-foot peaks, the wind hits.
You go in the wrong place, or even if you're in the right place and it's just that windy, it can be those days where it's literally hitting your head off of the ceiling.
The high peaks block his line of sight, cutting Glenn off from radio contact.
It's really bumpy here. This area is kind of notorious for the turbulence it creates.
If he runs into trouble up here, he's on his own.
In fact, we get bumped around a little bit on our approach here.
Engine 43, copy all.
Alaska's airspace covers 2.4 million square miles. Nearly 9,000 aircraft fill the sky. Keeping them flying takes an army. The unsung heroes of Alaskan aviation are the state's 2,735 aircraft mechanics.
Everything moves by air in Alaska. So aviation maintenance is critical, and proper aviation maintenance is critical to keeping that system safe.
An aircraft mechanic could earn over $80,000 a year. Yeah, you're looking good. But it's not a job for everyone.
It doesn't matter that there's 50 below outside. You've got to perform as a proper aircraft mechanic or people get hurt.
Every year, up to 30 hopefuls wanting to learn the trade come here, the University of Alaska, Fairbanks.
Or in front of it or behind it, but close enough to where you have good purchase on it.
Professor Kevin Alexander trains the next generation of Alaskan aircraft mechanics. His students are 8 weeks into an assessment that will determine the course of their careers. Overhauling a Lycoming aircraft engine. The 4-cylinder 320 series engines are a mainstay of Alaskan aviation,
Hello?
powering a range of bush planes from
Okay.
Cessnas to Vipers.
Okay.
So this course is removing
Right.
the aircraft
Yes.
Completely disassemble and inspect
By the pool.
everything.
Okay. All right.
And then reassemble it properly.
He might be down there already. Let me text him.
It has to run.
Okay.
Essentially pass fail. The engine's either make it or they don't.
Okay.
Today they begin a 4-day test, remounting and running the engine. It's the most technically demanding challenge they face in 7 months of training.
Today we're going to be suffering.
Sarah Speeves is a native Yupik, Alaska, and her family lives in the remote Aniak region.
I wish I was able to visit more often, but the only way you can actually go visit there is through my local plane that kind of
Failing this assessment could mean repeating the class next year, and $50,000 is lost income until she can graduate.
My mom, she works at UAS, and I get a tuition waiver, but that's only until I'm 24, so I'm coming 23. It's like this year only that I can do this and afford doing it.
She's one of 6 female students in a class of 30. Less than 3% of aviation mechanics in the U.S. are women.
This class is the first time I've ever done anything mechanical. I've been crying about.
To simulate field conditions, the team has 2 hours to mount their 300-pound engine onto a Piper Pacer plane.
All right, we got ready? Let's go. Let's get hanging.
To keep the 300-pound engine secure, they attach it to a hydraulically powered hoist, allowing them to shift its weight safely.
All control. Don't let go of anything. And don't smash your fingers.
This is a stressful maneuver.
4 5-inch bolts secure the engine to the fuselage.
Okay, let me guide it.
They have to fit into holes just 3/8 of an inch wide. Missing the mark eats into the time the team has to get the engine in position.
It's an old airplane that's hand built, so trying to get everything lined up is going to be a challenge. We could really damage some stuff if we don't do that right.
Definitely seems like they're having a heck of a time with it. How about that?
Pressure's getting to them, and that's kind of real life.
I can try to raise it just a little bit.
15 minutes before the deadline,
A little bit more.
the engine is still hanging loose.
Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Time-wise, we have 15 minutes left, and we're definitely 100% behind schedule because we're trying to go as fast as we can. It's just not letting up.
Until the engine is secure, they can't move on to the next stage of their make-or-break assessment, and the careers of 4 young mechanics will be stalled.
Clearly not working. It's like lined up, but it's not going into the hole.
I'm Detective Daniel Reagan, NYPD.
Ready to run it back, Brooklyn?
Try and stop me, leave the town. Only in Boston.
Boston Blue premieres Friday, October 17th on CBS Premium and streaming on Paramount Plus. You deserve the best. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Get ready. Unbeatable deals are coming soon at Harbor Freight's Parking Lot Sale.
I'm Michelin-starred chef Nancy Silverton. To make truly delicious food, you need the right tools. With Hex-Class hybrid cookware, I get unbeatable searing power, easy cleanup, and equipment durable enough for both of my kitchens.
At Humana, we believe your health care should evolve with you, and part of that evolution means choosing the right Medicare plan for you. Humana can help. Hi, my name is Sam Davis, and I'm going to tell you about Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans that can provide more coverage than original Medicare, including prescription drug coverage, all wrapped up into one convenient plan. With original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you have to meet a deductible for each, and then you're still responsible for 20% of the cost. Next, let's look at Medicare supplement plans. If a service is covered under original Medicare, then a Medicare supplement plan pays for some or all of your Medicare deductibles and the 20% co-insurance. But they may have higher monthly premiums and no prescription drug coverage. Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans include medical coverage, plus prescription drug coverage, with $0 copays on hundreds of prescriptions. All plans include $0 copays for covered preventive dental services, vision coverage that include the vision exams and a yearly allowance toward eyewear, and hearing benefits that include routine hearing exams and coverage toward hearing aids. You can get $0 copays for in-network preventive services like primary care visits, mammograms, and prostate exams. And there's worldwide coverage for emergency and urgent care when you travel. Plus, Humana also offers Medicare Advantage plans. Plans have $0 or low monthly plan premiums, and there's a cap on your out-of-pocket costs. To see if Humana plans are available in your area, simply call the number on your screen or visit our website. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends on December 7th, so call now. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
With kids still at home and a full-time job, taking care of Mom was becoming a real challenge. I was so grateful to discover Visiting Angels. Mom's Visiting Angel helps her shower and dress, and she keeps an eye on Mom's Alzheimer's. And our care manager gives me regular updates. Best of all, Mom has a trusted companion who cares about her.
As we have been told many times, busy Mom.
This is gonna get ugly.
Every headline. The thing that was always going to happen is now happening. Every scandal.
Well, these the Epstein files, or I quit.
And everything in between.
This whole thing is more rigged than the golf championship at Mar-a-Lago.
The Daily Show.
Yeah, but I could use some additional explanation.
Tonight at 11 on Comedy Central and next day on Paramount Plus. In the narrow passes of southwest Alaska's Chigmit Mountain Range.
Wind rolling over the mountains here.
Pilot Glenn Allsworth Jr. is battling 50-mile-per-hour gusts to get a food delivery through to his cousin at Lake Iliamna.
There's really no other way to get things there other than flying them in.
Alaska's spring climate creates volatile wind conditions.
You can have a lot of air temperature differentials on one side of the mountain to the next.
To get away from the unpredictable mountain air currents, he climbs up to 3,500 feet.
We're climbing up just a little bit because of the wind to get out of the first of the mountain.
10 miles away in Pedro Bay, Glenn's cousin Joel is getting ready for the delivery. As a native Athabascan, this man has deep family connections for him. His ancestors settled on the shores of Lake Iliamna over 1,000 years ago. He's among the 250,000 Americans choosing to live off the grid.
The snow is not like home. It's fun to me. You know, there's hardly anybody around.
A skilled carpenter, he built his home from lumber sourced locally.
Over half of it was home with this chainsaw. I've been working on it for 10 years. But really like, you know, the traditional lifestyle, living off the land. I like that, but I also like to be comfortable.
As a homesteader, Joel hunts and fishes and has a freezer full of moose and salmon. But fresh food is hard to come by in winter.
We haven't got anything in a while. You know, if the splashes up is too deep on the ice thing, it's too sketchy. The fly's not going to be able to make it in.
If Glenn can't land today, it'll be at least another month before the ice fully melts and the delivery of fruit and vegetables can get through by float plane or boat.
Oh no. Fortunately, the wind is tapered off a little bit.
Before Glenn can commit to final approach, he circles at 300 feet to check the landing zone is safe.
Taking it from a distance here, it looks like Lake Iliamna has a lot less snow on top of the ice. Warmer temperatures here to make that ice dip around the
Sudden thaws can cause cracks invisible from the air, so Joel goes in to inspect at ground level.
I'm not liking this area too much.
Ice from the lake is melting, turning the snow to slush.
Very nice son you have.
If the plane's undercarriage gets stuck in thick slush, it could be deadly.
So it's not great conditions right now for landing.
How did you hear about this? Take it to the phone. I took the call. Okay.
Okay, Elijah, are you still here? I don't know. Yo, sorry, I had to help my mom or something. You know, when it comes to Pirate Warriors, I feel like
That's important because there are two different systems in the whole society. One is downtown and then we're here, so the downtown is yeah, yes, closer there.
okay, let me refresh the stream. Sorry about that. Good.
In 31 years, Scott's never had a major incident on his watch. Tonight is his last shift at Anchorage International.
All good. How you doing, Elijah? Yeah. I just got off Wuthering Waves.
He has worked 7 more hours to finish his career with a 100% safety record.
He just chilling, waiting for the Woola update. Yeah, So could you refresh my mind about the pity system for Woola? Yeah, refresh my memory about the pity system for Woola.
The destructive debris costs the aviation industry up to $23 billion a year. Everything they find is investigated by airport operations.
This actually looks like it's some pavement cost.
Right.
This is showstopper right
I think I was doing that.
So we need to take care of it.
After finishing up some admin, Scott has to hit the tarmac again for one of the airport's busiest periods. In the next hour, 9 flights are due to land, including overnight cargo runs from Asia.
We're getting ready to get out of new film inspection. We're getting ready to check it all. We're going to check the
Tell me
lights,
how you really
check the
feel.
runways, check the taxiways, check the
Oh, that's honest. What you not like? What did I do or what? I just want to
Tonight's first big arrival is a cargo flight from
not
Hong
knowing
Kong.
that we have
So the pressure is to make sure I don't
with
miss
2
anything.
other members
I don't
here.
miss something that's
Because
critical
I'm
to the
always,
aircraft, the pilots.
when we started here at Ford, that's like then we were on campus. So we didn't have it. We go where we can, but and
It is basically similar to newer gacha systems. I'm not an expert on the exact number, but you don't need to worry. Your polls still carry over. So they carry over to whatever I summon on next, correct? Because I should technically
what did I do? What message did I miss? And she said,
is now
He said, what?
on
Right for right or right for right?
turns
Right,
the
right
lead
for
the
right.
landing area clear. A glint on the tarmac
Let me
catches his
sleep on
eye.
it. Because that's a little info. And we're talking to him, like all this stuff, and prayer, and in the word, it's like, okay, God, I need to know your word.
Okay, so it goes whatever. I mean, I could see. I don't know if I want to get Galvrina or the aura farming the character.
That breaks my heart because that's home, that's where I serve, and when he said that, God was just not distracted, where you don't have any music, you don't know what to play, just sing. He said, but that's not how the service flows. He says, you don't sometimes say, well, I don't need it. Well, no, it's not meant for you to just not and the Lord says, your seasons are valuable. And my cousins, when I call my cousins, that's one of my friendship cousins. And my cousin said,
Look, no one is truly sure, but what I can say is that there is a must-pull character for you in this new banner. See, man, there's a good amount of them too, if we're being honest. Because the aura farming character, bro, he's just so cool. But then Galbrina's cool as well.
It says clauses in the contract.
I am so happy and free to serve and free to worship and, teach. Second Baptist, they're a huge church. And so they make sure I go through all of my training and make sure the background check. And I love that. And every Sunday I'm there and the children are, they look at the architect. Yeah, the architect. I told you all the architect. What are we going to think today? And then, to see the different groups of young people that are able to, even a color the lunch department, right? It's overfilled. I'm happy. And then on Saturday,
if Brant comes in, I have to summon. If you're going to go for Brant in the future, you'll definitely need Lupa, as she is the fusion team unit on any team. Is that so? She helps other fusion characters units. Brant. Oh, okay. Okay, so if I want to do a Brant specific team, I'm gonna need her. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get Lupa. Is there anyone else that I need for Brant? Okay, I'm looking at Brant's skills. Man, Brant looks so fun to use, bro.
We're committed to strengthening its fabric with stories that matter and on-demand weather forecasts to help you stay prepared. Now Now available on your phone, smart TV, and connected devices. Spectre and self-free.
They expect that, but then they did use the
300 feet above the ice of Alaska's largest lake, pilot Glenn Osborne Jr. is circling to find a safe landing spot.
Yeah, I gotta. I gotta find a way. I gotta make Brant broken, bro. As long as you have Lupa, you basically just need another character that works well. Okay. This is also her second rerun. She might be gone for a bit. Dang. Okay, so if I can build Lupa now, so in the future I can use Brant.
I can take a picture of it, of the bill, and then I can email it to Paul and he can print it, right? You have a printer?
Makes mono fusion TM strong. Bet.
His email.
Yeah, this is better. There's still slush on the top of it, but not enough to grab the tires. The plane should be fine to land on bed.
From 300 feet,
Other options are Encore and Changli. I do have Encore. Yeah, I do have Encore. Oh, speaking of which, what's Brant's ascension material? I need his material, so I could actually, like, the next time I play Uwa, I could just try to farm for all of his material.
Hello. Excuse me while I choke. The bill is online. Are you able to print something or not?
If I take a picture of it,
So Victoria takes a picture of it, can you print it out?
email it to them.
She takes a picture and email it to you, can you print it out? It's is it a water bill? I like this bill.
I think I'll be down there. I thought does Diana have a printer?
Diana has a printer, doesn't she?
Okay. I mean, I can print it out, but I know you will need it right away.
Where is it to? It's you now.
No.
Okay, we'll work it out. Thank you.
We'll make it work.
See you shortly. Bye.
It shows that it's from Edison. It has the address, Karen's name, and the amount. Yeah, I think this will work.
I just completed Ghost of Yote's story.
St. John the Baptist, which is down Baker Street.
Did you enjoy Yote's story?
Yes. We are.
Oh, that's the one in the back.
They're building a gym. They're building a gym. So we are. It's when you go into the parking lot, you see the white pop-up. We're in that.
It was awesome. Okay, I do need to get that game also.
Need help with. We have Walmart cards, and state of residency cards.
Into the test that will determine their futures as aircraft mechanics. Until now, much of their training has been theoretical. Today, they're in at the deep end with the nuts and bolts of Alaska aviation.
We have
They have just 10 minutes left to attach a 300-pound Lycoming engine to a Piper Pacer.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
70 years of exposure to Alaskan conditions can cause wear and tear on the
Sure.
engine, bending parts out of shape.
Sure. So, you know, and then
Come
on
on,
occasion
sir.
we get gas cards, $25 gas cards. So, but, and we can help you every other month. So, feel free, we'll give you a card, the number that you call, for the helpline. Leave a message, and we have a group on Wednesdays and another Wednesday group, and then there's a few people that are there on Friday. Usually in the morning, like 10 to 1. And you just call a couple of days in advance, and make an appointment. Yeah. Mary?
Okay. The only one problem is private. I usually don't answer it, but we call from our own phone, and so we block the number for our protection, because otherwise everybody in the area would have their phone number, and people calling us regularly. I made the mistake twice of not blocking my number.
So honestly, the grind isn't that bad. If anything, the echo substat will mostly definitely be the annoying part to grind. Oh, it's very specific.
I've given it to some people that I trust. They know that I've got restrictions in it.
Can cause it to start by itself.
So anyway, feel free to call, make an appointment. We can help every other month. But also, do you have a card? Okay. Have you heard of Catholic Charities? They have a food district. On Fridays, right, Ann?
I think I have the people look at me.
They're over in Santa Ana. And
Brant is very ER hungry, so his signature helps there, but you can also use other options. He's very ER focused. Alright, farming for, like usual, farming for echoes is gonna be the worst thing about it.
You just have to go doing that kind of stuff, okay? And, yeah.
Marcus?
But somewhere in the newly reassembled engine, there's a leak. A fuel leak poses a severe fire hazard.
Yeah.
Unless the students get this engine working, their careers won't be starting up anytime soon.
If we don't get this engine running, now it definitely result in the failure of the class, then I have to wait later to do it again.
When he wants to clock in, he'll clock in. But the game is more dangerous than ever. Well, no, I am the threat of threats. You know well be quick over. And no one is safe.
I do have a little twist for you. You can steal a partner.
I'll put my life on the line before I go home.
I'm taking out all the
There's nothing that gets you up in the morning like revenge.
Hi, Moses. How are you? Good, good. I'm Victoria. I'm Ann. Nice to meet you as well.
People who have Medicare and Medicaid, but may be missing benefits they could really use. Extra benefits they may be eligible to receive at no extra cost. And if you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be
able to get extra benefits too through a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. These plans have a $0 monthly plan premium.
That's very
Call
nice.
now to see if you qualify. With the Humana Medicare
Yes.
Advantage dual eligible special needs plan, you could have doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage, plus extra benefits in one convenient plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance. Get over $1,000 a year. That's $5 a month to help pay for covered over-the-counter items like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more. Your allowance is conveniently loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend gets carried over to the next month. Ask us about all the items your allowance may cover.
Thank you.
Plus, you could get other important benefits. All plans
Nice meeting you.
dental coverage with $0 copays for covered preventive services, vision coverage, including eye exams, and a yearly allowance to use towards eye work, and hearing benefits with routine hearing exams and coverage toward hearing aids. Plus, hundreds of prescriptions have a $0 copay, so you'll pay nothing for them all year long. And you'll have access to Humana's multiple large plan networks of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies. Best of all, if you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be eligible to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan right now. So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, call now to see if there's a plan in your area that could give you extra benefits. But now is the time. The annual enrollment period ends December 7th. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Morning, Mom. Just getting ready. Wanted to say hi.
It's a big parent.
Fine. Look, all the time. Those jeans you bought me fit so well now. Exceeds DSL1.
6:30
In my morning,
Taking
it's 6:30.
it has changed my gut health. Honestly, DSL1
On
keeps
Sundays,
things moving.
it's 8
I know
o'clock.
you've been trying to find a probiotic that actually works, so I think you need to try DSL1. I'm sending you the link now. Experience the power of a healthy gut.
And in the
Visit
evenings, they'll
Z.com to start
5:30 now,
DSL1 today.
Friday. A lot of Catholic churches don't. They don't have it in the they'll have a morning, especially if they have a school attached, because the kids go. But St. John's also has a 5:30 mass Monday through Friday.
At Anchorage International Airport, an unwelcome discovery on the runway has interrupted Operations Officer Scott Harris's final shift.
This is a piece of fault. Now, this right here, this is going to tear some blades up. For the large aircraft, this is a significant risk.
An incoming cargo flight is minutes from landing. A 747 hits the runway at 170
We were in the
miles
tent this
per hour.
morning, so
A
we
4-inch piece of metal could be fatal.
We had a very interesting moment.
And they made pieces of it accident.
Charlotte, I didn't say that. And I called one, and she said, oh, I'm busy. Now, I made an appointment with her.
The biggest danger of fraud is that it rarely
Really,
travels
they're too busy to
even
come.
with planes
So
incoming.
you don't really
Scott
need the
has
help.
to check for more.
We are where the buck stops. There's really no margin of
I get to be
The
graduated
flight
every
suite
while.
takes another 2 minutes. Finishing up as the lights of the Hong Kong flight appear in the night sky.
All men are clear of runway 7 left in a strong history.
Thanks to Scott's experienced eye, the 747 gets a clear run for landing.
I really enjoy being out there on the airport watching planes.
A series of picture-perfect arrivals brings the final night of a 31-year career to a close.
You get to watch some of the largest aircraft in the world operate in and out of here. And the fact that you get to be right there on the scene. I'm definitely going to start with that. I'm telling you, the highlight of anybody's day.
As a civilian, he'll lose his front row seat to one of the greatest shows in global aviation.
I'm going to miss seeing all the different aircraft we have that come in here. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss being able to just walk around and be in airport operations office. I'll miss that.
But he leaves with a perfect record, unbroken.
You don't want anything negative to happen on your ship. It's always good to be able to go away today and say, yeah, it's good.
Eastwood Airfield, two friends, Abe Harmon and Lucas Stutzer, are using 21st century technology to make an updated version of a vintage plane capable of reaching places other aircraft can't go.
The Huey was the perfect plane for Alaska.
Oh, she's
Back on areas that we have available to us that is only accessed by plane.
exactly
First
right.
Helio was built in 1949. It's one of the few push planes that have leading-edge slats, which improve lift at lower speeds. Its incredible short-field performance saw it used by the CIA for covert jungle operations during the Vietnam War. And with a few modern touches, its performance could push back aviation boundaries.
The Huey has a little bit of kind of a mythic reputation just because its short takeoff and landing capability, performance, has a lot of unique design features that are not incorporated in a lot of other aircraft.
Only 500 Helios were ever built, and production stopped 50 years ago. Of the 120 that are left, 40% are in
That's not
Alaska
a
and
bad
Canada.
yeah. That turns people out to be
Until their prototype is ready, Abe and Lucas are using an original Helio to prove the aircraft's capabilities to Alaska's aviation community. Today, to show what it can do, the tiny single-engine plane has to carry a 350-pound snowbike with a 185-pound rider and land on a frozen lake at the foot of a glacier.
That's not a lead. No, that's not a lead.
I've never had the opportunity to do this before, so it'll be a fun adventure.
I
The
know,
lake's
we do
surface
that.
is strewn with snowdrifts and cracked ice ridges.
I know.
And the other side of it, if there's too much melt, it's going to get stuck.
If the Helio can make it through this test, Abe and Lucas's business building new planes for the Alaskan market will be off the ground.
Somewhere in here amongst the icebergs, we'll find a spot.
The Helio has a maximum payload of 1,350 pounds. Carrying a bike and two passengers is well under max load. But every pound adds momentum, which makes it harder to bring the plane to a stop.
Yeah. Happy to know you're here. Yeah.
For takeoff, Lucas throttles up the 295 horsepower engine. The 96-inch propellers spin at 2,000 RPM to carry the Helio into the sky. And easy from Birchwood toward the Kinnett Glacier 40 miles away.
Stuff being out all this time of season?
Yeah, it's going to be a good deal of work before the snow comes. The route passes over the remote Chugach State Park toward the Kinnett Glacier's northern edge.
Why am I going to bother you with something
At over 20
really
miles
gay?
long and 5 miles wide, it's one of Alaska's most impressive rivers of ice.
It's definitely built an awful lot. Been really warm.
Yeah,
Very much camping out for it.
As the Helio crosses the mountains,
Exactly.
it hits rough air.
Blood pressure went up, ulcer, what are reasons
The wind narrows Lucas's landing options.
The trick is flying as probably a land, but also not without the back to get it right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Wherever Lucas lands on the lake, the ice has to be thick enough to bear the weight of the 3,400-pound Helio.
Nice out here. Yeah, got a lot there.
Lucas cranks the flaps and slows the Helio to 30 miles an hour so he can eyeball the ice.
Find the wind at 1,000 iron ones,
To test the landing zone, he'll try a technique called a touch and go. Descending so the undercarriage skims the ice, then throttling up to climb before it can crack under the aircraft's weight.
I don't know any other way to do it.
Your faith has brought you peace. So, peace of mind, and that you have to have that. Right? To be able to carry on to do what you need to do. So, good.
Like this can be like talent, That's all I want to do. The children are there, and they're smiling, and they're happy. When they sing, they're happy and they're loud. And when they sing, they're happy and loud. That's my good for you.
Better performance, better durability, better value. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Get ready. Unbeatable deals are coming soon.
Everybody's welcome.
For 250 years, brave servicemen and women have been
The church is
standing to
open
defend the freedoms America stands for.
10 o'clock at night.
At Wounded Warrior
They
Project,
close it and lock
And we have
it.
inauguration
serve this
in the
generation
back
of
behind.
injured
And
veterans.
It's open until 9 o'clock. Right? And you
Yeah,
need the
and
code.
then you need a code to get in, but it's always available to people who know how to get in.
I am
And,
proud
through
to
the
have
door.
served for 20 years of this 250 years.
Right.
It's just the screams, the smells, the vivid images.
Anytime you
It's
want
like
to
a recording in my head, and I can still hear those
go into
screams.
the church.
It's
They-
crucial
as I
for our
said, they
veterans
close
to
at
get
night.
the benefits they
And it's,
deserve. Please
it's a
join Wounded
security
Warrior
thing.
Project with
Because
a
some of
gift
the
of just
churches have been
$19 a month.
Yeah.
You will
And,
provide free
they've got
programs and
candelabras
services that can
on the
change a
altar.
person's life
And
forever.
you take those things and sell them.
We always wish your son never see it the way it is today. So thankful.
Call or go online with your gift, $19 a month, and we'll send you this limited edition blanket honoring the 250th anniversary of American independence and freedom.
We live in interesting
In
times.
250 years, a lot of good people gave their life for this country. My daughter, she gave
Woke
up
up
her
night at 12, okay, keep
Do you have all the info?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
There were plenty of days where I just didn't want to go on and involved in the Warrior Project. My goodness. 250 years is humbling. And all the donations that people give is so important.
Yeah.
And a dollar.
He represents all the soldiers. They still need help. Big.
And you know we're staying with letters, right?
Okay. And do you
Right around
have
Please give a little to those
This is down
who
there.
gave so much for us.
Life insurance is a wonderful asset, but what happens when you no longer need it, or you can't afford it any longer? Meet Tom and Susan. They chose to sell their policy for $200,000 cash. Now they're sailing through retirement. If you own a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, you may
These
be
are
able to
life
sell
now.
it for cash.
He got us here. He got us here.
Just remember, Grant's anchor is basically a nuke, but it takes a lot to build up to it. Is there anything else?
All good? Okay.
We are good.
All right.
You had a great visit with your mom.
And she's a super human being.
Yeah.
That is great.
Back-to-back, starting at 8 on Smithsonian Channel. At the University of Alaska Fairbanks, a fuel leak in their freshly reassembled engine is threatening to derail the assessment that will determine the futures of four aspiring aviation mechanics.
Just keep doing what you're doing. That's right. Yes. Yes. And we can have every other month.
Instructor James Trusino can advise, but he can't do the work for his
Absolutely.
students.
We just need ideas.
Sarah Steves attempts to identify the source of the leak. This will be 9/16.
Yes, it doesn't have to be
Connection
this.
is loose.
Things like that happen. That's why we check everything with the wrench up here.
Take it easy, Barry.
With the right tools, tightening it is an easy fix.
Just keep those in, so we jump in there, put it back on the left field tank.
Sarah re-engages the fuel line
Take it easy.
The engine's safe. Now the students just have to prove it works.
If it doesn't run, and we can't fix it immediately, then we're kind of screwed. I would say worst case scenario is right next to a flat. It's like a fork in your life, you know what I mean? It doesn't run, fails. It does run, weight off my shoulders. So, yes.
Okay, so we're going to start with the key, blow it through, see if all the hard work pays off. Then power's going to come on and relax at the spot. To clear your prop.
Clear prop? Clear.
Good, stop.
A flooded carburetor stops the engine from starting first time.
Go clear prop again and try again.
Clear prop? Clear.
Give a little gas, press in.
The engine has hundreds of working parts. It only takes one in the wrong place to stop it firing up.
Alright, stop.
If the engine doesn't fire today,
Get another go.
Sarah's looking at $50,000 in lost income.
Clear prop? Clear.
But third time's the charm, and the 160 horsepower Lycoming roars into life. The careers of these 4 student mechanics are cleared for takeoff.
That's the most mechanical thing you've probably ever done up to this point, and obviously probably the most in-depth mechanical thing you'll ever do. And you did well.
I was pretty confident I was going to feel pressure. I knew that we did everything by the book correctly, so it was good.
I'm
super proud of the whole group. Just to see this come to life was just like the greatest feeling.
That also reminds me of
20 feet above the Connect Glacier, Lucas Stutzer is coming in for a touch and go to make sure the ice is safe to land. This flight could be the last chance this year to prove the Helios wilderness capabilities before the spring thaw makes landings like this impossible.
Belt fast, yeah.
The touch and go demands precise control. As the ice melts, water
So every other month they can help.
if the Helios tracks fill quickly with
And
water,
they tell me
it could
that
mean the ice
if
is
you
unstable.
go on Wednesday and Friday,
To see if it's safe to land.
it's the one right on Banter.
The tracks look
They
good,
have,
so Lucas lines up for final descent.
I can go to these places, the food distribution center, they have a drive-thru. All you gotta do is open the trunk, open their trunk. They don't ask questions, they don't transfer anything.
So we could go to that one first, and then we go to the other one that you and I go to. Yeah, we can go next week. We can just stock up.
Yeah, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But you have to go at 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open up the trunk and put in the trunk. Then Mariners will go. And you know, now they are used to seeing us, so they just put everything. And then the one over here.
Yeah, that's.
There's the show. And then, New Hope. They're putting it off the side. They have one. 225 chicken drop stuff. Chick-fil-A. All these places.
So we will. We'll be able to like really just
Stock up and not even worry about going to the store unless you get something.
yeah, like that, or if you want to get something like specific or whatever. But we'll be able to weather this tariff.
Yeah, and if we have, believe me, if we have too much, Cause like with Hope, he gave them the 25-pound bag of rice and the 12 pounds of pinto beans. They were so overjoyed. They said, "You just don't know how many people this is gonna help."
Not worried anymore?
I wasn't worried in the beginning. I don't know what was going on. I know my stomach. It has to.
It has to settle.
It has to settle. And I don't have any ginger ale or 7-Up, right?
Well, we can always get that for the
Yeah, we can go get something like now, even at the Dollar Tree. Like at the Dollar Tree, you can get.
It's a really useful plan in backcountry. There aren't that many left, but we're looking forward to any vegetarian production actually getting self-sufficient.
In Alaska, brings a deadly avian threat. We don't want bird strikes with aircraft to the runways at Fairbanks. That's a little certain. Risk assessment flight clear, fuel runway at 40K. Bird plus to max takeoff weight. The U.S. Coast Guard battles in the
It needs red, huh?
This wind's crazy.
Yeah.
To deliver a 12-ton fuel truck.
If our weight balance isn't properly calculated, it can't have
And see, we can't eat all the other stuff anymore.
It's a beautiful airplane.
And a piece of aviation history.
Gotta cook some brown rice for him.
Brings Anchorage International
Well, shoot, for all of us.
standstill.
The worst thing that could happen is we damage the aircraft. It's an almost priceless museum piece.
Anchorage International Airport. Gateway to America's last frontier.
Alaska is a wild place to live, a wild place to fly.
More than 700 airfields hammered by freezing temperatures and Arctic snowstorms.
A lot of challenges.
We'll have that.
It takes a
And then
major
we'll
leap
start getting paid from the pumpkin patch starting next Monday. We'll be
Now,
able to.
get in the flow of how my pay is supposed to be. Because I'm really not in the flow yet, but I know I get paid on the 15th and 30th. Oh, places.
Yeah. So once we,
But I
it'll
keep-
all be about adjusting to the pay that you get from both places.
Right, because New Hope, I told them I kind of have to be paid under the pay.
Yeah.
So I won't get taxed. So, no problem. Can you take out, oh, it's in it.
What?
The can of salmon, and then there's 2 cans of salmon. The big can of salmon, and then 2 small. And 2 small ones.
From here, they travel onward to sports and cultural events across the states.
This?
There should be one more.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make some of those salmon croquettes, those pot patties.
She's gonna have to go in at some point.
On the day of the big race, extreme biker Renee Ernster and her Corellian bear dog Orca begin their journey to the start line at 9 a.m.
Hello! Where are you heading to today? I am heading to Valdez.
They're flying
She
with
like the dog got the
the
thing.
only daily scheduled service into Valdez.
We could take the dog from you, is that okay? That'd be great. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wind is calm, runway 20 right, cleared before takeoff.
Captain Brian Reedy is in charge of today's flight. This is his 5th winter in Alaska.
Get the previous flight crew coming in, they just brought our plane for us.
Valdez lies 120 miles east of Anchorage. Driving takes 5.5 hours.
Oh,
In
Mom.
perfect conditions. a
So
flight
I
should
tried
take
some of that.
45 minutes.
I tried something weird last night. So I had potatoes,
Is one of the hardest
but I layered it with the queso.
3,000
Then I put the meat on,
surround the airport.
mixed it with the queso,
Mm-hmm.
And then I heated it up after putting some salt on, and then I put some sour cream on it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh yeah, really good. I think you'd like something like that too.
Close proximity to mountainous terrain. We take some extra precautions going about Valdez. The winds can create a lot of turbulence.
Weather cancels almost 20% of flights to Valdez.
Valdez is right here. It's messing up in this bay.
The flight's first officer, Clayton Kazi, begins prep by looking at the forecast.
We get some winds coming from the north right here, and it'll create massive downdrafts on this side of the valley, which can make it pretty troubling to land.
And there's a special emergency escape procedure if we needed to get out of there in a hurry.
For the Valdez run, Raven deploys the de Havilland Dash H100. The 37-seater plane's high rate of climb.
Can you look and see if you got cornmeal up there? Or maybe I'll just do flour? Because I'm not trying it. I'm just trying to get them right.
It looks like the weather is still holding. So Renee boards, along with 30 other passengers.
That's all it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to aboard Raven Alaska Flight 308.
What are you eating?
We're just having Alaskan bread. There's not that much sauce like that.
Sourdough?
Yeah.
Oh, what can I,
Cornmeal?
yeah, put that on. What bread is in the freezer right now?
And climbs to 25,000 feet.
Okay, put that out.
Take it out?
Yeah.
Did you also want me to take out these chicken and nuggets or leave them here?
Oh, you can't eat that? Yeah, bring them out.
Do we have barbecue sauce in it?
I don't know.
Well, there's some sauce. I don't know what kind.
I'm trying to get the like.
They just picked. Oh, okay.
You know, see what I do?
Yeah.
Oh, and
What is that?
Cards to Stater Brothers.
Oh, that's perfect.
here, since you're always the one that shops.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you were talking about we need the bread or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually perfect.
And Reggie said he has a box there.
Okay, okay.
The canyon of Fort Valdez is 3 miles wide. Descent speed is 120 miles an hour. One wrong move on the yoke could put the plane into a mountain.
They're very nice.
Yes, they were very nice. They told me that they wanted to make sure they drilled into my head that college is terrible. Don't do it. Do a trade school. Trust me, it's better. And I'm like, I mean, they're not wrong.
Everybody wins. So this is not money? Yes. And for you too. If you help us out with this, we'll give you a bonus. I'm just... Dude, why in the world didn't you leave with that? Go. Gaze.
So we do need bread.
College isn't even worth it. That's facts.
So
Huh?
we do need bread.
Yeah.
You want to do that way?
Elderly dementia patients have increased.
You want to go and do that?
Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase
You guys don't work at 4?
confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or controlled muscle movements, which may be
I feel like for college, You have to spend so much money to get a degree. Meanwhile, with a trade school, what, it's only like 2 years? Most? For college, how many years is it? Like 5, 6?
For pharmacy, it was
For pharmacy?
like 5.5.
5.5 years? And how much money did you have to spend just for college?
And then, as you can tell, I still have to do the CE.
Now she's an archaeologist, an historian, an author, and a chef. So highly accomplished, and she's mastered all kinds of different global outdoor fire cooking techniques. We've marinated some boneless pork shoulders in all kinds of goodness, and now we put it on the Schwenker grill.
But the one thing we have to do now is swing the Schwenker grill. We can move it around, and that keeps hot spots from forming under the meat.
All right. That looks pretty good, huh?
That's all there is to it.
So how long do you think before this meat is cooked?
Probably about 40, 45 minutes, something like that.
So what do we do in that time?
Well, I think we should make a snack.
Mary is very nice.
Yeah. Does it have fire? It does have fire. I think
Yeah.
let's try it out.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I gotta tell you, this seems really outlandish. We have mussels, we got a rock, and we have some pine needles. Only thing I can guess is we're gonna eat the mussels and then pick our teeth.
Well, I'll show you something that I learned from a friend of mine, and it's a great trick, and it's a way you can make an appetizer with no tools at all. You're going to have to help me out, but I'm just going to start, since the mussels have a pointy end where their end is, I'm going to try and prop them like that on this rock.
This is absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Well,
And I've seen a lot of good stuff.
We could go.
So are you getting these mussels locally here in
We
Massachusetts?
could go.
These are from Canada.
And get some
Prince Edward Island, there are many great mussels
bread
come from. Not only me, that's
and
great.
jelly, right?
Yeah, which one did you want to go to?
What do you mean?
I can't imagine what you're gonna do with the bite.
Grab it.
We can get bread.
$1.
Okay, so anybody here, thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. One more is gonna be coming later, so just be on the lookout. Peace out.